Now, if you're looking for a new retention sling that isn't going to break the bank, then the guys at NGT have got you covered once again. This is the NGT XPR Floatation Sling and retention system. So let's check out a few things you need to know about it during the course of this video. NGT videos always do really well on our channel, and that's simply because you get a lot for your money and they're decent products at affordable prices. Now, this way sling or retention sling or whatever you want to call it is no different whatsoever, and this comes in at under 30 quid. You can get them £29.95 to be exact, which is a hell of a lot of sling for a very, very little sum of money. I don't think there's many slings actually available at this price point on the market at all. So if you are interested in one of these, then make sure you do order one very quickly, because at this price, they are going to fly out as soon as this video has gone live. So being a sling and a retention system, obviously this is going to float, and you'll see that you've got net floats that run the full length of this sling, and that's on both sides as well. So it's going to be super buoyant. So even in the worst conditions, if you've got really choppy weather, this is still going to stay buoyant. There's also a couple of bars that are actually velcroed to these net floats, and the idea of them being, if you are retaining a fish, you can then put them across the sling, and then that keeps it open, so it gives the fish a decent amount of room whilst you are retaining it. Obviously, when you're not using these, you can just simply fold these back into place along the floats, and then they're not going to get in the way. So when it comes to weighing or moving fish, that sort of thing, you can simply just Velcro them back in place. So in terms of actually retaining the fish, you don't have to worry about any escapees. There's double zips, which run from obviously both edges, and these meet in the middle where there's a clip. So you basically clip the two zips together, so there's no way that they can actually come undone, and there's no way of the fish getting out. So moving on to the practicality of the sling and actually moving fish around, there's plenty of different options on how you can actually do this. Firstly, in the middle, you've got two long carry handles, and this is more suited obviously to weigh in the fish. In the middle of these carry handles, you've actually got a couple of metal washers which are sewn into place. So then you just simply put your scales through here, and then you haven't got that awkwardness of them sliding up and down these carry handles or anything like that. But you've also got extra carry handles on the end here. So you've got 4 smaller carry handles, which can make it a lot easier just lifting the fish out of the water this way. Or if it's a big fish and you need a hand, then it's easy for 2 of you to be moving the sling that way. And I say big fish because this sling is actually a bit of a monster. So in terms of dimensions, this is actually 125 centimeters wide. So that's going to cope with pretty much the biggest of fish that you're likely to catch here or even abroad. So if you're looking for a sling that's a bit of a one-size-fits-all, then this is definitely going to keep you covered. So the bulk of the sling is actually made from a really fine mesh, and this can be beneficial in quite a few different ways. Firstly, when you are retaining fish in it, then obviously you're going to get a lot of new water, fresh water flowing through constantly. Instead of having almost blocked off sides and just a bit of mesh at the bottom, this, by being nearly fully mesh, allows that fresh water to come through. It's going to keep the fish that bit calmer as well. Now, another benefit of having the mesh like this is when you're actually moving the fish from the lake to your unhooking mat. Obviously the water just drains out really quickly, really easily, so you're not lugging around excess weight when you don't need to be. Another benefit is how quick this will dry out. Instead of having really thick sides and needing to leave it out in the sun all day before it dries out, this will dry really quickly, just like a landing net would. Now, a few little extras to point out about this sling. Firstly, you've got these little reflective strips. Now, you've got 4 strips over the course of the actual sling itself, and this, we all know the benefits. It's super handy when you're fishing at night. Flick a head torch on and you know exactly where it is. So whether that's just keeping an eye to make sure that the fish is exactly where you left it, or if you've just caught fish and you're looking for it around your swim, it's just going to stand out with a quick flick of the head torch. Another nice little perk is it comes with its own carry bag, so no more wet slings going on top of your bivvy or something like that. You can simply slip it back into its own carry bag if you are lucky enough to have a fish towards the end of the session. It also comes with a 2-meter retention cord and a little bank stick adapter as well. So if we rewind this whole video back to the start, you can get this thing for under 30 quid. Now, I don't think there's a bad word to say about it. When you're putting the price into this and what you're getting for your money, this is a little bit ridiculous. And like I said at the start, I don't think there's many options on the market at this sort of price point. For more information about this thing or any of the other NGT products that we featured on the channel before, then make sure you head over to the NGT website, where there's stacks of information, dimensions, and a bit more of the specifics. But thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget, if you do like this sort of content, subscribe, like, do all that sort of stuff so we can carry on bringing you this content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.